Hey YouTube. So today we've got a couple of tractors that we're working on. We've got a wide body Craftsman here. We're still trying to think of a name to call this thing. It's obviously both of these are going to be off-roaders. Got my Murray right there. This thing has a 19.5 horsepower opposed twin. Pretty decent size aftermarket battery with some actual real terminals. Got the AGs on back, which are still in pretty nice shape. As you can see, there's lots of tread left. You just put these little go-kart tires on the front. I know they're small, they're on a 6-inch rim, but let me tell you, when it's in the snow and the mud and everything, it claws and goes. This is a brand new build. It's literally just getting started. So then we have this older Murray. I'm not exactly sure what the year is. Both of these, by the way, have peerless transaxles. We've got another one sitting around the table. That's a 6-speed. I'm not sure what model it is. I haven't found that yet. This has a 5-speed peerless, and that's got a 6-speed. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that's got the 800 series. So this thing I've had for a little while. It's about a quarter of the way through the build. I'm taking my time doing everything right, which is why it's taking so long. But this has a V-twin in it. I just recently put a chain drive on it, and let's just say that it hasn't worked out the best. So there's a reason that people don't typically put these on our off-road lawnmowers. This is a custom-made bumper that I just recently built. This upper part here is actually the legs off of my daughter's high chair. Turned out pretty good. It's plenty strong enough. So just to give you a quick view of why we don't put chains on these. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a chain underneath my lawnmower. It did work pretty good. I've got a centrifugal clutch, a 1-inch bore, that I bought on eBay, and that's got a 14-tooth sprocket on it, and it's got a 16-tooth sprocket on the transaxle. It took a little bit of doing to figure out exactly what the tooth count should be to make it work good, because at first I had an 8-tooth on the back, and I'll tell you, that was way too fast. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Ivan here, who owns the Craftsman over here.
Hi.
Let's hear what you're doing with it.
I'm going to put a 4-inch pulley on it.
Speak up just a little bit.
I'm going to put a 4-inch pulley on it, and then I'm in the process of putting straight pipes on it right now. It has the exhaust off already, and some of the straight pipe on. Just need a couple short pieces of pipe and some hangers.
Okay.
And other than that, putting a gas pedal on it.
Of course.
Yeah. Get rid of that hand throttle.
Yeah.
Got to rebuild the carburetors, get it choked so it works right.
Yeah, yeah. That's any opposed engine. Now they all kind of finicky about their carbs.
And it's going to get some lights on it somewhere.
Okay. So, what'd you pay for this?
About 150 bucks.
Okay.
And then I've so far I put like 40 into it for the tires.
Okay. This was your lawnmower.
Yep. I just redid the spindles and blades and everything on the mower deck, and then decided to turn it into a mud tractor.
Nothing wrong with that. So go ahead, if the battery's good enough, give us a shot at what it sounds like. So just to give you a quick overview here, he's got obviously the opposed twin. He's got a pipe coming down this side, pipe coming down that side, and it comes out about here. He's going to get a light here. I'll show you exactly what the piping looks like. Looks like we got a little rubbing issue we got to figure out there. Of course, these are not on hangers yet, so give us a break. There's this side. As you can see, it comes out right about there. It is plenty loud enough. I don't know how well that came out on the camera, but probably too loud. Try it. Oh yeah. So with this thing, I've kind of gone a little overboard on the electronics. I've got, can you shine your light here? Got my 12 volt output, which is just like a cigarette lighter port. Obviously I wouldn't use it as one. My voltage gauge and USB chargers. That was actually a kit that came on eBay. I think I paid like $13 for it or something. It was cheap. So then I've got these three switches, sorry. This one is actually like an old push-pull from an old Ford headlight switch. Also got that on eBay. And yes, you probably guessed it, it's for my headlights and parking lights. This paddle switch, if I push it down, we get strobes. And they are pretty well sequenced. And they're plenty bright enough. I've got these tail lights hooked up where they're parking lights, they're brake lights, and the strobe module is hooked into the brake light wire. So they'll be bright enough. Now, I did have to use diodes galore on this thing, so that, Ivan, you want to grab my camera here and I'll kind of give them an idea of what this very intricate pan-ass deal is. So, they're strobing. You hit your brakes, brake lights come on, the rest of them stay strobing. Swip that paddle switch the other direction, parking lights are on. Again with the brake lights. And that's on a separate switch as well. When the paddle switch is in an upward direction, you can turn your lights on with that push-pull. Now with the strobes, if you want to just zoom in here a little bit, I'll give them an idea of what this little momentary switch is, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it. Yep. So if I push that, it changes what my strobes are doing. There's 8 different modes, including random. I think it's still going. Damn dead batteries. So I'm not going to go through all the modes. You can probably assume there's plenty of them. So I've got a video already up of what this thing sounds like, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. Let's start. So these are our tractors. We'll be posting updates every time we do something, if we can remember every little detail. So just bear with us here, and in the meantime,